TV starts now!
Groundhog's Day, TJ. Were you happy with the results?
I really don't care.
I don't.
Hey, did you know that Groundhog Day actually started in 1887?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Well, now we have Anna Boren and Megan Pearsall with a special report on Groundhog Day.
Hi, I'm Anna Boring with Brian Pearsall, who was born on February 2nd, which is Groundhog's Day, and I have a few questions to ask him. Do you know anything about the history of Groundhog's Day, and if so, what?
Groundhog's Day is also on the same day as a Christian holiday called Candlemas Day.
Very good. Do you think Phil will see a shadow this year?
It's possible. Depends on whether it's cloudy.
Do you think Phil's predictions are accurate?
Not really. The groundhog lies.
And that's it. Hi, I'm Anna Boring, and this is
Megan Pearsall.
and we're here to tell you some Groundhog's Day facts. As Brian said, February 2nd is a holy day because it was the ritual purification of Mary.
Groundhog's Day is based on the Scottish couplet, if Candlemas Day is bright and clear, there'll be 2 winters this year. Candlemas Day is the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox.
The Punxsutawney Phil prediction actually started in 1887. It was held secret until 1966, and only the prediction was revealed. Since then, Punxsutawney Phil's forecast has been national news.
Phil has an electrically heated burrow, and he comes out and looks for his shadow, and then he tells a Groundhog Club representative in Groundhogese his prediction, and the representative translates it.
If he sees his shadow, it means 6 more weeks of winter. And if he doesn't see his shadow, then that means spring is right around the corner.
Phil sees his shadow 90% of the time.
And last year, there were 75,383 people in Punxsutawney to witness his prediction.
Well, that's all from us. Back to Nate and TJ.
Next, Courtney Skiba and Megan Ault have prepared a glimpse at the progress of the freshman science fair projects. The kids have been working on their project since November, and they will be on display in the main hallway during the week of February 15th and 16th.
What was the hardest part of your project?
The report. I think the report was hardest.
I'd say the gluing on the board because it was pretty hard. Because you had to take a piece of paper and put it on a graph, like a construction sheet, so it was pretty hard, yeah.
What is your project topic?
Washers and Rust-Oleum paint.
Mine's the absorption of diapers.
How long did it take you to finish your projects?
I'm not done with my project, so I would...
It took me about 3.5 weeks to put everything together.
What was your favorite part of the project?
I'd say the experiment because I got to put a whole bunch of waters on diapers.
Yeah, I think the experiment too.
I don't know why. Okay, switch. Then you say, so then you'll get him all there.
Next, we have Regal's weekly rant and Cameron's cutthroat criticism.
Good morning. I'm glad to be on MRHS News for what I understand is a segment where I'm supposed to discuss 2 matters, one being the Super Bowl on Sunday and the other the 5-cent pop machine. First, let's start with the Super Bowl. I think with the Super Bowl, it'll be a great game. I think it's going to be tight, and I predict that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win 20-17 over the Seahawks. I really have no love for either team, being a Raiders fan. Seattle was in the old AFC West, and the Steelers, of course, were a big rival of the Raiders, especially back in the 70s during the Steelers and Raiders heyday. But I am, I guess, rooting for Pittsburgh because of Jerome Bettis. I think he's hard-nosed. I think he's a great guy for the league, and he's a 5th leading rusher all time. I'd like to see him get into the Hall of Fame with the Super Bowl to his credit as well. He deserves it, and so does Bill Cowher. I wish the Steelers well, even though I can't believe I'm saying that. Mr. Cameron will probably be very happy with that. As far as the 5-cent pop machine, well, you know, I guess I'm the lunch supervisor, so-called lunch supervisor, so big board policy guy and a guy who's for rules. I think that the students should not be taking advantage of any pop machine issues that we have. We did have to address a couple of bodies that were running away with multiple kinds of pop, and luckily that is over and done with, and hopefully we can move on to the pop machines working regularly. Contraband, yeah, we definitely, we don't want any seizing of goods illegally. Okay, this is not any type of cartel. This is Middle Ridge High School.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drives a girl wild. I've got the moves that really move 'em. I said chill up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy.
Mr. Cameron, one of your fellow history colleagues have told me that the Seahawks are going to win Super Bowl 99-0. What's your opinion on this?
Well, obviously, one of those people don't know what they're talking about. The Steelers are going to win. I would say the score is going to be 27-24 Steelers. Okay?
I think that's a little more rational score than previous.
I'm a very rational man.
I have to agree with that. And the 5-cent pop machine. What do you think about that?
I think that was a pretty good deal while supplies lasted. Didn't last for very long, though. We got over there and got the machine unplugged pretty quick. So.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cameron.
Okay.
TJ, you going to any Super Bowl parties this weekend?
Oh, I might check a few out.
Well, what's the weather going to be?
I don't know. For this, we turn to Andrew Panunzio and Bethany Bissell.
Alright, we ready? Thanks, guys. Today is February 3rd, and it's going to be kind of warm for the beginning of February. It's supposed to be 49 degrees today with 60% chance of rain.
Tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to have a few snow showers and wind. The high is 35 and the low is 27, and there's a 30% chance of precipitation.
On Sunday, the high is supposed to be 32 degrees with a low of 28 degrees. There's supposed to be 40% chance of snow.
Monday, we're going to have snow showers with a high of 36 degrees and a low of 25. There's a 40% chance of precipitation.
Tuesday, the high is 32 degrees with a low of 23 degrees. There's 30% chance of snow showers.
On Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy, and the temperature is going to be 32 with a low of 26, 10% chance of precipitation.
Thursday, it's going to be partly cloudy. The high is going to be 35 degrees with a low of 27 degrees.
And on Friday, there are going to be snow showers with a high of 31 degrees and a low of 23 degrees with 40% chance of precipitation.
Now for Super Bowl Sunday in Detroit, it's supposed to be 31 degrees with a low of 25. It's going to be kind of a chilly day for Super Bowl.
It's a good day for the Seahawks to beat the Steelers, though.
I don't think so. Steelers are definitely taking it to the house.
No.
Yes. No. All right, guys, back to you.
Next, we're going to send you over to the sports desk.
Hi, I'm Josh Palmer.
And I'm Jonathan Fabi.
And this is the Sports Desk. Last Friday, our boys basketball team took on the McDonald Blue Devils, and here are some clips of the basketball games.
Hey Nate, it's Jonathan Fabi reporting from Mr. Ryder's Industrial Tech Lab. We're here with Mr. Ryder, the head coach of the boys varsity basketball team, and we're going to ask him a few questions about this evening's McDonald versus Mill Ridge game. Mr. Ryder, how do you feel about tonight's game?
Well, Jonathan, of course you always know, that when we play McDonald, it's a dogfight. You can throw out all the records. Of course we've beaten them twice this year, but don't even consider that. It's just mano on mano. We're going to go at one-on-one against them, and it'll be an exciting game.
How do you feel about Corey Vukovic and how he's going to play an important role in this evening's game?
Corey Vukovic is a senior guard for McDonald. He's a leader. The first game that we played them here at our high school, he didn't we held him scoreless the second game at Lordstown. He had 20 points. So, you know, he can explode at any time. He's a good shooter. I feel that, you know, him and Bradley Hinton are two of the guys that we have to key on in order to stop and win tonight.
How do you feel about this team's overall performance this season?
Our team?
Yes.
I'm real pleased. You know, in fact, the one loss that we have, you know, it shouldn't have been, but it happened, and we have to look at that as our turning point this year. You know, and we made a few mistakes in the second half, and hopefully we'll learn from those mistakes. I'm real pleased. You know, at the beginning of the season, I knew this was a special team, but how special they were was to be seen. You know, but I'm real happy to be sitting here right now at 12-1, and after tonight, hopefully 13-1.
How do you feel the team will do in the remaining games of the season?
Well, one of our first goals is we'd like to win the league, and of course, to win the league, we probably have to win the rest of the games, and they're all ICL games. So, and of course, in that course of action, we have to go to Western Reserve and play over there. That small gym, it's always tough to win over there. We have to go to Springfield, and the Tigers' Den is always a tough place to win. We have to beat them. They're tied with us right now with one league loss. So hopefully we can get the job done and win the ICL.
Well, Nate, you heard it from the man himself. Back to you.
Madrid to Calabasas, Tijuana, Mexico, who the devils in Tokyo. Say they know me though, cause I be putting in work. Commit my life to rebirth, well respected, cause that's my word. And I'm sure you heard about a new sound gone round. She might have left my hood, but she was born in my town. You didn't know how we was new on the scene. It's alright, it's alright. I know you know, I see you smiling at me. It's alright, it's alright. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys for the sound. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say we rep the South. So what you talking about? I'm not running out my mouth. I know this without a doubt. Cause if you know these streets, then these streets know you. And when it's time to handle business, then we know what to do. Me and my crew, we stay true, old school and new. Many will call, but the chosen a few. We rise to the top. What you want, just in case you forgot. Rush the stage, grab my mic, show me what you got. You didn't know that we was new on the scene. It's alright, it's alright.
Vance Kersey was just announced the Player of the Week by Channel 33 News. Here are some clips.
Our student athlete of the week is having a great year, and all this coming while playing with a heavy heart. Bill Castrovince has more with a Mineral Ridge star who's achieved more than anyone could have expected while dealing with a personal tragedy.
He is not dealing with a typical sports injury. Mineral Ridge senior Vance Kersey has a broken heart. 4 months ago, his older brother Travis drowned. Travis Kersey was 19 years old.
That was the hardest thing I ever had to deal with, but I feel like it was a lot harder on my parents and my sister because I came from football season to basketball season. I've been able to keep my mind off of a lot of stuff.
Vance played the same day his brother's body was found. Sports has become his escape. He's an all-conference player in both football and basketball, who is now playing for more than a win.
I mean, I'm still playing for my teammates and to win ICL, go on farther to state, but it's a lot bigger now. Like, I'm playing for something bigger.
And so far, Vance has come up huge. He's averaging 18 points and 10 rebounds a game to spark the Ridge's 11-0 season. The Rams are currently ranked 4th in the state, but Vance is pretty impressive in another more important poll. He ranks 9th in his class, thanks to a 3.6 grade point average.
My teachers, my family, my coaches, they're always telling me how important school is, so I've been working on that the hardest.
And for his hard work and perseverance, Vance Kersey of Mineral Ridge is our Student Athlete of the Week.
The girls basketball also defeated South Range on Monday with a score of 58-56. Check in with some clips from Josh Ballroom.
we are going to Jason Ferguson and Tyler Lindemann, who have a special report on who the MRHS student body thinks is going to win the big game.
Pittsburgh's on the road to Detroit City.
Seahawks all the way.
Go Steelers!
Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl because they have John Elway, and he's unstoppable.
I'm not too sure. I'd go with Pittsburgh. You know what he said, I guess. I'm not really a big football fan.
Go Steelers! Here we go!
Here we go.
Steelers!
Steelers what? Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. They are in the Super Bowl. They're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, get us on the walk.
And now, back to Nathan.
And TJ. The boys' basketball clips and the girls' basketball clips were both edited by Brittany Stabile and Kent Cunningham. So TJ, you know the Winter Olympics are coming up soon.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Winter Olympic sport?
Well, I'm really looking forward to the curling this year. It should be some tight competition.
Really? That's cool. I'm looking forward to the figure skating. Well, now we have a clip of the upcoming Winter Olympic Games by Justin McIntyre and Michelle Natoli. Well, this is Nathan Harris
And TJ Bevilacqua.
signing off.
Once again.